All right, everybody, stay tuned because the three of us are going to celebrate Apple's iconic milestone, the 50th anniversary of the Apple computer, or you may know as Apple. So stay tuned, everybody, and we're going to celebrate the 30th anniversary, or should I say the 50th anniversary of the iconic company and everything. I know I screwed that up. But anyway, guys, doesn't matter. See you guys in 30 seconds.
Well,
All right, everybody, we are live and welcome everyone to BPT Livestream special. This is the Apple's 50th anniversary live stream special. Not 30, but 50. I am Plum, your host of tonight's stream. And joining us, we got, well, pretty much a fanboy, if you will, but a diehard fan. And you can find him on YouTube, and he's the founder of LJPCBM Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Jeffers.
Hello, guys. As I'm speaking, I'll be uploading stuff on my second channel, darling, and all that stuff. Overall, it's gonna be a huge day for Apple, celebrating 50 years of Apple. But yes, I did have a documentary out on my main channel. Go check it out. It's a huge, huge way to celebrate 50 years of Apple. So yeah, it's very exciting.
And I will post the link in the description and everything. And joining us, everybody, the founder of RetroMediaVision, and you can check out his album, which I will promote later on
awesome.
after the stream. And he does Copy with Chris, where he does interviews and all the other random stuff. Ladies and gentlemen,
Awesome.
Chris Kennedy.
Hey, thank you so much, Remix. It's great to be here. And it's awesome. It's unreal. This is unreal that Apple is celebrating their 50th, which I'm excited about.
Exactly
Woo!
on
Yeah.
April Fools of 1976.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty insane.
Oh, yeah.
For
Exactly.
the company, for the company still going strong and making products for everybody and in which everyday lives and all the other stuff
Yes, indeed.
and like I said, we got stuff we're gonna go over. And apparently, I'm trying to get this here because I am streaming this on the iPad. I'm on the iPad as we speak,
Yeah.
doing the stream. So what we're gonna do is, well, the three of us are we're gonna talk about some things and whatnot. And I don't think we're gonna probably be able to go through the entire history because we simply don't have time for that. So for time constraints and everything, but we will like go into several of the highlights of the company and all the other things, and then of course the three of us will talk about our first Apple product that we've ever had. Um, and what Apple products we currently are using and everything. So that'll be a lot of fun and whatnot. So stay tuned for that, everybody. And yeah, so we've been waiting for this moment, and yeah, so 50 years of Apple, and they've done a lot over the years. They've rarely known to make mistakes, but they usually do from time to time. But when they don't make mistakes, they make legendary products that you all know and love. and that we can't get enough of using the devices every time and all this other stuff. So, but that's how it goes for the Apple world, and for the future ahead of the company, and some new stuff that are going to be coming out this year, because they're coming out with new stuff that they announced in March, and we won't talk about one. But we're going to talk about everything else during tonight's 50th anniversary stream. So this is going to be epic, I think. And I know that Luke's been wubbing his tummy to come on here for the Apple 50th anniversary. After trying to tell Mr. Bucket that, hey, I'm going to be on Remix's stream, and if you don't like it, well, then just go away.
Yeah, just go away.
And he got mad, and then Luke had to throw apples at him, and like, you be nice to me.
You be nice to me, Mr. Bucket. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And even if it was true, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really know, but
I don't really know either.
it's all just make believe. Yeah, because like I said, whenever we have Luke on for tonight, folks, I'm always here to bust his behind doing any stream that we do here on the channel. Yeah, I know. Certified mess. Yes, I know.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's see. All right, so let me find Restream, because I'm gonna use a different browser because it keeps freaking out on me, so I have to use a different browser. All right. Because what I want to do here is show you guys the 50th anniversary thing on the Apple's website, because it pretty much says it all in terms of the whole thing. If I can just find it again, because now I can't find it. Let me go back to Restream and log in. Let me do this here, and then well, because like I said, Chrome keeps freaking out, and because I have a lot of tabs open, like 50 tabs, which nobody needs to have all those tabs running, but I do. I have like 50, like 45 to 50 tabs, and it's just it's just choking on a marble.
That drives me insane.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And like I said, I do have my my other thing muted, so you should not hear any echoing whatsoever. So I'm not gonna let them use the microphone, because I don't want to have the echoing. All right, so now hopefully this don't freak out, and I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen of a tab, and then we will get to the good stuff. So. Anyway, hi, I'm gonna not have the tab audio, because you're not gonna hear anything.
Yeah.
All right, so now, ladies and gentlemen, this is from the Apple's website, and but anyway, 50 years of thinking different, and really cool Apple logo, and everything. That's really cool, by the way. So. Anyway, 50 years ago, in a small garage, a big idea was born. Apple was founded on the simple notion that technology should be personal, and that belief, radical at the time, changed everything. So April 1st, which happened on this on this month, because that's also when I did a really cool April Fool's prank on everybody of Pulse Music, that I fooled everybody, and I got them good. Saying that all Pulse Music is going to have a grand finale, and that's it. Well, I played a prank on everybody, and I got them really good. So.
Oh my.
It was like I said, it only happened for that one show.
Yeah.
Well,
But
Yeah.
anyway,
before I get to before you continue reading, I did, however, did April Fool's. So this is the third time a April Fool's joke on the Crazy Bunch video on LGBM, and something like that. The Crazy Bunch video was the third time I did April Fool's joke. So that's all I did was the Crazy Bunch video. And that's your request since 2023. So there you go.
So April 1st marks the 50 years of Apple, from the first Apple computer to the Mac, from the iPod to the iPhone to the iPad, which all three of us have an iPad. I have an iPad 11 that I'm doing the stream. Luke has an iPad Pro and a bunch of stuff, and Chris has an iPad as well.
iPad and iPhone, yes, definitely.
And an iPad. So we all have iPads and whatnot.
Awesome. Yes.
So, and
Very
of
good.
course the Apple Watch to the
Woohoo.
AirPods, as well as the services that we use every day, like the App Store, which I do use, Apple Music, proud subscriber of Apple Music, switching over from Spotify and never look back.
Cool.
And Apple Music sounds much better in my opinion, and there you go. Apple Pay, iCloud, and Apple TV. And of course Apple TV is where I'm gonna buy the movie Hoppers whenever that gets announced. So I can't wait to purchase the movie. And that's where you can also pre-order the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which Luke will be seeing in theaters, and you can pre-order it for $30 on Apple TV. So $30 on Apple TV, and you get 4K. So there you go on that. We spent 5 decades rethinking what's possible and putting powerful tools into people's hands. Through every breakthrough, one idea has guided us, that the world is moved forward by people who think different. That's because progress always begins with someone, an inventor or scientist, a student or a storyteller, who imagines a better way, a new idea, a different path. That spirit has guided Apple from the start, but it has never belonged to us alone. Every invention we bring into the world is just the beginning of a story. The most meaningful chapters are written by all of you, the people who use our technology to work, learn, dream, and discover. You made breakthroughs and launched businesses. You cheered up loved ones in the hospital, captured your toddler's first steps. You won marathons, written books, and rekindled friendships. You chased your curiosity. Yep, I know. Found your new favorite song, shared stories that connect us all. In your hands, the tools we make have improved lives, and sometimes even saved them. And that is what inspires us. Not what technology can do alone, but everything you can do with it. At Apple, we're more focused on building tomorrow than remembering yesterday. But we couldn't let this milestone pass without thanking the millions of people who make Apple what it is today. Our incredible teams around the world, our developer community, and every customer who has joined us on this journey. Your ideas inspire our work. Your trust drives us to do better. Your stories remind us of all we can accomplish when we think different. So, if you've taught us anything, it's the people crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. So here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. And here's to you from the CEO of Apple, Tim
himself.
And this right there is so inspiring, and this is the most famous of them, of all the quotes and everything from the good old days. And yeah, they were the misfits, they were the rebels, and troublemaking, and the ones that see things differently. Just like we're one, because we think different too. Because we don't cut corners, but that's a whole nother topic. Excuse me, but yeah, so it's crazy enough to think that they can change the world, and the ones who do.
Yes.
So there you go. Once again, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the wound pads in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. And I think that sums up the whole Apple 50th of the whole Apple company as a whole.
Yeah.
Something that they've been doing this for 50 years.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of things that have happened over the 50 years of Apple. People, staying with Apple. Even the famous Steve Jobs. Exiting his own company to start off next, and you got Steve Wozniak. The brainchild of Apple. Leaving and whatnot because he wanted to move on from other things. And like I said, Apple was in dire straits of the 1990s. Because one of two things were going to happen for them. They were either going to, try to find that one product that's going to end up saving the company, or face bankruptcy and it'd be like game over in Monopoly.
Yeah, like just like that. Even though I talk about the documentary, I'm like, what's going to happen next?
And Apple will vanish. Had they had Steve Jobs not come back, then yeah, I mean Apple would have completely vanished, and don't know what we would really say, in terms of this, and then if it wasn't for the iMac, I mean who knows what would have happened had the D3 iMac didn't came about.
There was the iPads, the iPhones, none of that. Because I was vanished,
Yeah,
not going to be vanished, and thank God will be not vanished. Because I said in my documentary that was the good experience with Steve Jobs.
Well, yeah, because otherwise we wouldn't have the technology that we have today. Like the iPod that revolutionized music, the iPhone that revolutionized how we use phones. Certainly with iPads, with tablets and everything, and now I'm proud owner of an iPad, so 2 iPads and whatnot. So, and yeah, so and if the iMac, if there wasn't no iMac, then yeah, I mean, who knows what would have been in the computer industry. So. And then obviously Apple dropped the Apple computer name and just shortened it to Apple Inc. Because they make more than just computers and everything. So that's literally how it all came to be. So 50 years of thinking different, and that's why Apple does that nobody else can ever even think about. It's creating products that people want, and they're going to use it. And what kind of subscriptions they want. Like for me with Apple Music, and and especially for a lot of people who are creators and everything, they will use the Apple Creator Studio to to get some of the stuff and whatnot, to create things. So there's a lot of possibilities, and of course the App Store where you can look of a new app and everything, because I recently used the App Store to buy a game that I got on the iPad. Chris has it on his iPad, and and it's on Apple Arcade. You can play it on that, and it's a game where if you don't really know anything about poker, but you want to have fun with it. I mean, it's a game that really took everybody. With 5-star rating on the App Store, and And this game is so addictive that, yeah, I mean, once you play it,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you probably would never want to stop playing it, but not playing it when you're working and whatnot, because I don't want to see you playing that in an office. But anyway, yeah. So Balatro is the game that I bought on the App Store, and I did a video of that on BPT YouTube channel, and thankfully not getting a thumbs down like like the other one that I had when I did a preview of it, and yeah, that got panned. But I'm glad that this one is doing much better than it seems, even though it's not getting more views and everything. But yeah, so the App Store, and of course at least the two of us here, we both have Apple Music, and because I've been using Apple Music since switching to Spotify. Like I said before.
Yes.
Okay. Even though I don't have Spotify, but I do have Apple Music, thank God, since 2015.
Well, because I just said, I mean, it sounds better on the Apple Music than it does on, well, because probably Spotify uses like OGG or whatever they use for the audio format, and Apple, I think they use AAC, which is preferred.
I mean,
And something is weird with Spotify.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When I first launched, I'm like, it's much better,
Well, like I said too,
Yes.
and it sounds great too.
Yeah.
Because that's what you want for a music streaming service. You want to be able to have nice sound, music quality, and especially when you wear those AirPod mats and and whatever headphones you use, because everything's now Bluetooth. I know it's just I mean, well, you can also plug in a USB-C to headphone jack if you want for an hissy fit, but
Well, the good
but
thing is too, I have Bluetooth headphones now, which I don't use a headphone jack anymore like I used to. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, well, I'm not saying that you for hissy fit, Luke. I mean for everybody who because I know people still can't think about what happened with the iPhone 7 when they took the courage to to get rid of the headphone jack, and that made a lot of people upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, including me. At first, I have the screwdriver thinking, what's gonna happen next to the thing? And at first, Remix said, I disagree, and I thought it'd be best to use something else for a while. For about 2017, 2018, I can't remember the exact year, 2017, one of the Bluetooth headphones broke on me for no reason. So I replaced the two different Bluetooth headphones for this Sony headphones in 2023, where Ron Berry, my team at my job at Aqua, gave me this. And I thank Ryan, if he's watching right now.
Headphones.
Yeah, it's called.
Well, they're pretty good headphones. I mean, it's Sony. I mean,
yeah.
They're legendary for for the sound and everything. Just like everything else.
So,
I mean,
and I want to thank Ryan, if he's watching us right now, for giving these Sony's Bluetooth headphones. But that's just me.
right.
My poor boss in the job. But anyway.
All right. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool thing of the 50 years of thinking different and all that other stuff. So. But yeah, so now, ladies and gentlemen, I think we will go ahead and go over on our first Apple product that we've used that gotten into the whole Apple thing, and we're only going to pick one instead of the whole bunch because I mean, because I want to keep things simple on the stream for tonight. So I'm gonna start first and talk about what was my first Apple that I've owned. Well, I can tell you, it would be I believe from like '06 and whatnot, when I came back to Central New York from North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina. I loved it there, but like I said, people rubbed me in the wrong way. That's why I left. But anyway, I digress. It is a fifth generation iPod that had a video color screen, and I believe it was the fifth gen iPod, and I think it was white. If it was black, I probably had it in black, but I want to say it was white because black, piano black, it kind of, it has a lot of fingerprints, and you don't want to see that nasty fingerprint nonsense. That's why I probably went with a white because I mean, yeah, it showed fingerprints, but not as much and whatnot. Because buying black, it kind of it's just nasty. Um, and it's hard to get rid of too. It's a huge pain. So it's an iPod fifth generation is the one that I had and whatnot, and I want to say still to this day I do miss that iPod that I had because I remember putting video podcast on this thing when it was a new thing, and then when they added movies and TV shows on iTunes. You could be watching a TV or a movie. I mean, I had some TV shows on my old account, and I don't have those anymore. But I do remember like watching a TV show that you synced on the iPod, and I thought it was a really cool thing. Watching TV shows and whatnot, even though it was on that 2.5-inch screen, which in today's revolution, I mean, everybody has an iPad to watch TV shows and movies. Just like with Luke on the iPad Pro, watching a TV show on a giant screen like an 11-inch or a 12.9-inch. So we do take TV viewing for granted today, unlike back then in '05, '06. But like I said, the iPod video is the one that I had, the fifth generation that had a color screen, and you could look at photos. But I think the greatest thing about the iPad, it was still and always will be playing the music and sync the music that you buy on iTunes. I mean, heck, you can even put Chris Candy Plays His Hits and put it on the iPod if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, do it if you must, or put him anywhere. Like on the CD player or on the MP3 player. Doesn't really matter. I mean,
no.
but imagine like if you still have an old iPod and you buy the album, which you guys need to, by the way, and then sync it into the iPod, and then you can jam the tunes while you're like going to a doctor's appointment, or you going for a special ride and you want to crank it up like it's nothing, and hearing Walkman beat and all that, and the Kaga or the other one that I was listening to. But yeah, I know I'm getting off topic. But yeah, iPod with the color screen, and it played video. That was my first Apple product. So, but there you go. Now I'm pooped. Yeah, Boney pooped.
Oh God! Oh man!
I think I'm gonna need popcorn after this with the John Madden popcorn.
Long story short, I have popcorn. I was going to theater see Hoppers and ruined my teeth. So I forgot ate there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, popcorn can do that, and it can really hurt your mouth, and yeah, it's no fun, no popcorn. But popcorn is the traditional movie feeder snack along with other things too. But and yeah, like I said too, Hoppers would be the movie I'm gonna get on Apple TV. So, and I think it's gonna be $30, just like the Mario Galaxy movie, which everybody is hating the poo-pooing, but it's still making a lot of money at the box office because us Mario gamers, we can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the whole thing. And
See.
and like I said, I do have the Super Mario Brothers movie on Apple TV, and now that I'll probably do the same with the Galaxy movie. And just like I said, add money to your Apple account. It's super easy, super simple. Because I've done it about 2 times, maybe 3 this month, and it's pretty easy to add money. So it's pretty much that.
Mhm.
And obviously listening to the Mario soundtrack on Apple Music, or pretty much you can buy it on iTunes and whatnot. Because Tyler, he does the Mario music justice, because
He did great
he's the
music on the Super Mario Galaxy movie and the first movie. Anyway.
yeah, and then he's the guy that did the music score for Universal Pictures.
Wow.
Just like your James Horner of the 1990 and whatnot,
Yeah,
and
great.
then
He was
Brian Tyler.
for MCA because that's part of my childhood, man.
Yeah.
No pun intended. No offense to Brian Taylor.
Tyler, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, that's my first Apple product. And Chris, what about you? What's your first Apple product that you ever gotten? I think Chris
My
had this.
first Apple product,
there he
you
is.
mean, me?
Yep.
Well, I think it was that I owned or that I tried in my world.
Well, because like I said, I own an iPod and whatnot.
Oh yeah, definitely the iPod Shuffle or the iPod Nano or whatever it was called.
Yeah, because
iPod was my first.
iPod Shuffle didn't have a screen, and it was so tiny too. It
was the one with
like
the
cheapest.
screen. Yes.
It was like the cheapest iPod that Apple ever made. With just buttons and no screen.
Yeah, it was the one
And
with
then
the
they
screen.
made the thing so tiny that you could accidentally swallow it, and then there goes all your music and your intestines.
Yeah, and I got it. I think I got it in 2000.
So instead of singing to the tunes, you'd be singing the blues when you say goodbye to all the music you got on an iPod
Oh
Shuffle.
Jesus! Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's just gut wrenching.
But yeah, definitely.
But anyway, yeah, go ahead and continue.
Yeah, but I got it in 2004, if you know what I mean. Like I said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I think the iPod video that I got was like 2006, because I didn't get one when I left New York in 2005 and then came back in 06. So it was probably 2006 to 2007 when we had an apartment and we were doing fine until 2014. We won't talk about that either, but yeah, so having an iPod with the video called The Stream. So that, and yes, I did buy that because I bought it at a Walmart where they were open 24 hours a day, and now they don't.
I don't know.
They no longer open 24 hours a day. Now they close till like 11 o'clock or so. So it's no longer open 24 hours. But I did buy it at a Walmart where Apple was selling stuff at Walmart. And now look where Walmart is today. They sell all kinds of Apple stuff.
Where that's going.
Definitely.
So yours is an iPod Shuffle, right?
I think it's the Shuffle or the Nano, whichever one it was. The one with the screen.
Probably the Nano.
Has to be the Nano, yes.
Yeah, because the iPod Shuffle was like the first one was like a USB thumbstick.
Yeah.
It was, because Apple was getting into the flash drive and whatnot, and wanting to get rid of other flash drive companies that made an MP3 player made out of a thumb drive that you plug it into, and they didn't, hold a lot of songs. I mean, it was just, it was just not executed very well. But yeah, so the whole flash players is what made Apple unique. But yeah, yeah, iPod Nano that has a screen, and they even had one that it was like an app, use it as a watch, as with what would later became the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Which you need an iPhone in order to use it and to set up. But yeah, Apple. Well, because like I said, I'll. Well, like I said, I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, Apple Watch is really cool too. But yeah, it's thanks to the iPod Nano, which didn't have like any buttons at all, and it relied on a touchscreen, and that was pretty much how the whole Apple Watch came about. And it was all thanks to the iPod Nano, not the iPad Nano, the iPod Nano. And I'm gonna get confused with the pod and the pad to the I don't know. The Apple, I don't know how to use this thing. To Apple, I need to get away from Mr. Bucket, and I need technology like this to get rid of him once and for all.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's crazy. All right. Well, Luke, what was your first Apple product that you owned?
It all started. Before I get the first Apple, it was a long story. It all started one Christmas Eve in 2005. Excuse me, wrong year. In 2005, Christmas Eve, 2005. I was getting ready to celebrate Christmas with my family, and then all of a sudden, I got things prepared to see. I'm getting ready to say goodnight in my bed, in my room, and then we're getting some stuff for Christmas and get rid of cable. And that was Comcast saying goodbye to my family and my household. And at one stage, we're going to get some DirecTV stuff for Christmas of 2005. The following same day, Christmas 2005, I got my very first Apple product, and that is, of course, the iPod Classic. As a 5th generation. So, with that in mind, I do have opened up the Apple stuff, get ready to go. I was going to record Arthur's Perfect Christmas on the same day on PBS. That never happened. Instead, however, I was opening up iTunes Store for the first time. And that was my Christmas gift from Santa. That Christmas was 2005.
Yes.
And I was figuring, wow, I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
So
I want to say this, Luke. I'm glad it wasn't that wife run from Christmas Story, because everybody would laugh at you like ho ho ho, and then bye bye. All right, go ahead.
But anyway, it was one Christmas that they gave me. I was looking at some stuff and some nostalgia I got, but didn't want to purchase anything. But all of a sudden, the first purchase I got, I don't know what it was at the time. I don't remember. It was some childhood memories from Playhouse Disney. Hickory Town Heroes one. I remember Hickory Town Heroes as a little kid growing up. But it's just some Halloween, some Christmas, whatever, from Disney Channel and Playhouse Disney, whatever. But there's some nostalgia memories I grew up with. And there's some on DVD back then. I don't know about some stuff. I did, however.
I didn't hit the mic. Shoot. Go ahead and continue, but I didn't mute the mic.
However, I did purchase a buttload of episodes. One show I used to like, but not anymore. And it's stupid little Einsteins. I'm like, gee, yeah. I used to watch it. I don't watch it anymore. But yeah, and I did purchase another show that I like back then. It's called Class of 3000 by Andre 3000. Used to be Andre Benjamin at the time on Cartoon Network. And so on. So I purchased these shows for some money to save on iTunes Store. And it was a great shows I purchased from iTunes Store. Back in my nostalgia growing up. So it was great. So, and then years went on, I purchased some shows, and then made Mom frustrated over the couple years that I first got iTunes Store. And I figured, don't do that. She thought, don't do it anymore. It was my money. You stole it. I'm like, okay, whatever. And it was making me upset, whatever. I don't know what to do next, but I was in my mom's room, just purchasing anything, the iTunes Store with a lot of money. Didn't know what to do next, but it was 2006 or something. I don't know what year at the time, but I did purchase a bundle without asking at all,
Well, it's the same with mine, and but like I said, I add money to my Apple balance, and I only spend however much I have on the balance. That's why they had gift cards that you could add to the iTunes.
Yeah, but this is what before my late stepdad, God rest his soul, and my mom's wedding back in January 2007. But anywho, after this is over, I did purchase a bunch of shows, and I don't know what to do next. But after this is over, I did not have to purchase any more shows again due to struggle in 2011. So that's all I did. Purchased a bunch of stuff, Discover, the iPod Classic. But then by 2008, 2009, the iPod Classic is dead. And that's why I got the iPod Touch. The second generation. Yeah. Yeah, no pun intended.
Yeah.
And I first discovered the App Store in 2010, in my 15th birthday.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yours is the iPod with the video color screen.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's something, and well, like I said, we do take it for granted, and back then, because I use the iTunes Store too. Well, I mean, besides just buying music and whatnot on the iTunes, so that sounds better and whatnot, but being able to buy TV shows and movies, I mean, it's great, and it's nice that we can buy things on digital, that we take for granted today with Apple TV.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it's understandable, buying a lot of seasons and whatnot. It's something that that you want to like collect, and so like I said, I have some TV shows that I bought over the years, and being it was probably on the Sci-Fi Channel and whatnot, and I don't know if it was Battlestar or Galactica or whatever. It was one of those that I remember watching it on the iPod video, putting the whole TV show on an iPod video color screen. And And like I said, you know, the thing, the library that I have, you know, I mean, it hasn't grown a lot, but it's been ever since. You know, because I bought like, you know, let's see, I think 2 seasons of my favorite cartoon that you can't find anywhere else anymore unless if you watch it on Pluto or wherever. But yeah, so I have, you know, Legends of Chima, um, as well as now I know it's funny that I've only got season 3 of this show and not seasons 1 and 2. I'm like, you got to see the other 2 seasons. I'm like, well, yeah, I've seen them, but it was season 3 that really stole the show for me, and that was
Wow.
the third and final season of Disney's The Owl House,
Wow.
with yeah, and you know, like I said, so there's that I have on Apple TV, and some other shows that I still gotta get on Apple TV because it's, well, yeah, but oh, that's sad. But yeah, I mean, you know, buying TV shows and movies. I mean, you know, because many people today, you know, we're ditching cable, and we're, you know, because of high prices and everything, and we want to be able
Yeah, indeed. I already
to
did.
purchase a TV show that we want to be able to purchase and watch on our own terms, and we can watch it on the Apple devices that we have, you know, like an
Yes,
iPad,
indeed.
you know, and all
Oh,
the other
yeah.
stuff, and watching it
Yes.
on Apple TV, you know, with
Absolutely.
either the hardware itself or through a game console, because PS5 and Xbox have Apple TV. My Samsung TV has Apple TV, and pretty much everything has Apple TV. I mean, heck, even the iPad I'm using right now, you know, that I can
Yeah.
not only, you know, stream the episode, but I can also like download it and watch it for offline viewing. So, you know, buying TV shows is, you know, something cool. Even if it meant that you would annoy the heck out of your parents or your mother and whatnot for paying a lot to get stuff on iTunes and whatnot. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure they didn't like appreciate it, but
Uh,
for the on demand stuff, I mean, you know, it was really nice to like find the show that you want, and then you can just buy the season outright, and then you have the entire season if you really want to.
exactly.
Because there's some shows that I still gotta get on Apple TV that I know it's kind of childish in a way, but I don't care because I really enjoy it when it was on television. So, but yeah, so we do take it for granted. But there you guys go. You know, me, the iPod video, and Luke as well, and Chris with the iPod shuffle. I almost said the
Pod
iPad
Nano or
shuffle.
Shuffle or whatever it is. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
imagine what the iPad shuffle would be like, Luke.
It'd be
A,
crazy.
a giant
Luke.
tablet with no screen.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I wonder how much storage they're gonna be able to put on this thing. You know, and
Yeah.
I mean, if I tell you, I'm gonna keep saying the iPad a lot because, you know, because Apple don't make iPods, sadly.
No, they do not anymore. To be honest.
The 7th generation iPod Touch was the last Apple iPod, and whatnot, and then we you know, had to say goodbye to it, and all of that, which we didn't want to do anyway, but we had to.
Anyway, because
Oh, yeah.
in my documentary I said they need to revive iPod, but unfortunately they don't. No.
No. But like I said, folks, you can check out Luke's documentary of that. Like I said, there'll be a link in the description. So,
Yeah.
and you guys can thank me, you know, and you can go over to his channel and watch the whole thing. You
Yeah,
know,
nearly 4-hour, 30-minute long documentary I made up via ScreenFlow. I taped it for 2 days and one figured, oh my god, it's just a huge documentary. I didn't know what to do. I read the whole entire story plus the entire accessory was going to happen next. And I thought it would be the entire thing that's going to happen to the whole thing. It just drives me insane for 2+ days. And I could be able to finish Weekend Celebrations episode 4 that following Easter week. And I didn't realize it, but okay, it's mind-blowing, you know? That's why I went to Atlanta the Friday after I went there. I'm like, okay, this would be it would make more sense anyway. There you go.
Right.
Yes.
Let me do this here.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but there you go on that.
yeah.
Right, so let's see. Well, and I can also say this too, that I remember this too. Elementary school, where I went to. I mean, it was okay. Just but I won't get into the whole thing on me, teacher bashing and all that other stuff. But what I can say is, that in the school that I went to up until 2005, they had Apple stuff in the classrooms. And and the one that I remember the most, probably besides the old Macintosh from '84, it would be the sexy looking, awesome looking iMac G3 with that big
Wow.
that big thing on the back, the big butt as I like to call it.
Whoa.
Well, whatever it is, I'm not gonna, it's just a big whatever. I'm not gonna get into innuendo with Apple, but let's just say that it was really cool looking. It was heavy though. It wasn't portable, and you really couldn't like take it with you because it's so dang big to the point that I mean who's gonna carry this giant thing? I think I got Luke on that one. That's gonna be a highlight of the stream. I know. The big butt.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, exactly.
Oh well. Anyway, yeah, that's definitely gonna be a highlight for sure.
How exactly.
It's okay.
It's okay, folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's just pretend that I even didn't say the big butt, but let's just say that it was a big thing on the back, like the old TVs would be, and pain in the butt to carry, especially when you're moving,
Oh my
and
god.
it was just a major pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There, enough said.
I love that. I gotta
Yeah.
get a drink. Come right back.
Okay, well, Luke's being thirsty because need to go ask Mr. Butter for thirsties, and don't forget the Kool-Aid.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, while Luke comes back from his, thirsties, this is what I was talking about too.
Yeah.
Folks. This is a giant thing on the back, and it's just so huge. And yeah, I would say it was at the time it was really pretty. If you can look at that, but it was a nice looking color. I think this was aqua blue. And of course, we have an aqua as well, and that is the mascot that that we have on Wear One, and her name is Aqua, and you can look at this amazing character on DeviantArt. So check it out.
Check it out, folks.
Well, anyway, Luke, there you go. That's what I was talking about. It's like it's just like it's gained weight.
Oh, geez, wow.
Wow,
It
holy
probably
jelly
looks
donuts.
like
Oh my
it looks like a
goodness.
bullet bill times
Yes,
2.
it is.
Yeah, Bill Cosby.
Mario
But-
Brothers.
But in all seriousness, this is a
Mario.
beautiful looking
Wario.
computer.
It was an awesome computer. I agree. Remix.
And yeah, so we're not going to call it butt anymore, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to call it that anymore, because that's a long term.
Look
Yeah.
at the size of that computer. Wow, love it.
Yeah. The good
Yeah,
friend.
I can't believe I got you for that, Luke. The big butt thing.
Holy jelly donuts. Look at that.
Twice almighty.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I tell you, folks, every time that I do a stream, I always have to bust Luke's butt.
Exactly.
And yeah, hashtag Apple butt.
Yeah.
I even though I came up with it in my boring jokes episode ball toast to me when I had to come up with in the fight scene snow fight thing when they with this goose from the polar bears and this but fish went down and then it comes in the song I love big butts and then get out bye.
Yes.
That song, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say about that, but anyway, moving on.
Go check out my Rumble.com, Rumble account.
Yes.
Forum joke episode of Balto when we get a chance. Anyway.
Yes.
I have to do this. There you guys go, folks.
There you go, folks.
Holy jelly donuts.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Holy
There you go.
jelly.
Hashtag I'm at Big Butt.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is again.
There's again, folks. There's again. Yeah. I'll talk more about what I said. I'll talk about what I said earlier. And it just highlights me and the rest of the stream, but I'm like, y'all help me.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, whatever it was.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy jelly donuts.
Yeah.
Holy cinnamon to that, too.
Exactly. All right, now I gotta find the tab because I can't find the
Yes.
Where the heck is it?
You telling me? Whew.
Okay, I found it. All right. Well, anyway, folks, this, ladies and gentlemen, I know.
Calm down.
Get the cobwebs out of you, clear your digest and all that other stuff. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the computer that the school that I went to from like 90 something to 05. But like I said, I saw this at a elementary school when I moved my way from like the 5th grade and whatnot and all this nonsense. Because I actually used this thing to actually play some games on it.
Yeah.
And pop in a CD to listen to some music in the CD player and whatnot that Apple had. and a lot of great memories with it. And I thought it was, and still to this day, I still think it looks really cool. And that you
Excuse
can
me.
probably find one on eBay, and you can probably find it on eBay and bring it home to you, and then you can relive the goodness of the iMac minus what I just mentioned
Yes.
before, the big butt. But anyway, now I am.
Okay, we're back. Okay, that's good.
Okay, well, what the heck? You kidding me, Restream?
Uh,
Oh my god, are you kidding me, Restream? I don't have VPN on, and I don't know why. Well, like I said, I'm using my iPad.
Yes.
It's just all of a sudden I'm having a lot of issues with Stream, and I don't even notice that I'm having an issue, and I don't realize it until then, and now, yeah. So I apologize, guys. I do not know what is going on with my PC, or the Stream software itself. I really don't know.
I
Wow.
really don't know either, to be honest with you. I've been there like 3
And
Trying to
months.
it's
find out.
making me, well, I mean, it's making me mad because I enjoy doing the stream and everything, and then all of a sudden
Yes.
it just craps out for no apparent reason.
Maybe it's
And
the Wi-Fi. I don't know.
no, well, no, because I have it on Ethernet.
Oh, gotcha. That's good. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah, if it does happen again, let's say,
Well, I'm
it's a
just gonna have to watch it.
see what happens. Yeah, if it does happen again in this stream, we have to start over the stream again. And I'm
No,
sorry.
that I probably can't because we've been streaming and whatnot, but yeah. So apparently I well, like I said, I'm not doing it on Wi-Fi. I mean, the only thing I'm on Wi-Fi is the iPad. But
gotcha.
but I have my PC hooked up to an Ethernet, and I have VPN on.
So you're using both the PC and the iPad, correct?
Well, yeah, because
Gotcha.
apparently
Got it
I
now.
can't screen share on the iPad
I
because
got
it
it.
won't
Yeah.
let me.
Wow.
And besides, I don't even have a microphone. Well, I
Gotcha.
can't find my microphone.
Oh man. Oh my.
But anyway, I'm gonna watch at this very closely, because I didn't
Gotcha.
realize that I was not streaming, and but yeah, so I'm gonna watch at it very closely because, like I said, it happened to the other stream that I did, the Take Your Pet Live thing, and
Yeah.
that was OBS's fault, and not the whole stream thing. But like I said, I mean, you know how technology is. It just, some things wants to work, some things just want to pull it out, and probably because I said bit butt. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either,
But
to be
either
honest.
way, I'm gonna be watching this closely, so it don't happen again.
Yeah, just
Um,
add some more out, Maybe
Yeah.
happen.
so anyway, guys, sorry about that. I'm gonna be monitoring this very closely. Maybe because I either pushed a button on my keyboard, or it just
That could
freaked
be
out
too. I
and
don't
it
know.
panicked, and then it's just telling me nonsense. But like I said, I mean, the Wi-Fi is good and healthy. I mean, unless if I gotta reset the router, which I can't do right now.
Gotcha.
Um, well, because like I said, I'm on the iPad, to be on the stream. But yeah, I mean, everything. Yeah, well, YouTube's still showing that I'm live, even though
Yeah.
I had that issue on the restream. But it is telling me that I'm live.
Gotcha.
So I'm yeah. So I mean, it didn't like make another thing. I don't think it did.
I don't think
Oh,
it did either,
gotcha.
to be honest. It just.
Well,
Ugh.
because like I said, it's not showing on here. It still says that I'm live. I'm
Yeah.
still doing this live. It's probably on Restream.
Yes.
But again, my PC is hardwired to the Ethernet because Wi-Fi. No, streaming on Wi-Fi is pointless. But again, I'm doing the iPad because why not? Because it's a 50th anniversary of the Apple Stream, and that's why I'm doing it on the iPad here. So
yes.
and I'm gonna roll with it, and we're gonna make this happen, and we're gonna finish, and we're gonna do all this fun stuff because just because I can, and we met Plum, so there you go. But anyway, back to the whole thing now. Before I was so rudely interrupted by Restream and its nonsense.
Exactly. Oh yes.
I'm gonna watch very closely in case if that ever happens again. And if it does again, I'm gonna get really pissed. All right. Yeah, I said it. I said pissed. All right. Anyway.
Yes, indeed.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the iMac. This is, I believe, the G3. This is the old one that you all know and love. Oh wait, is it a full screen?
Wow.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, it's from Reddit.com. And really Google. But anyway, so yeah, this is an iMac G3, and this is the the iMac with the gorgeous screen, and it had a disc tray, because the later iMacs would have a slot loading that you just put the disc in and it swallows it, just like what we have today with Xbox and PS5. You take the disc and then it just so everything's now disc loading tray instead of that disc tray that ends up being broke and all that other nonsense.
Yeah, I see.
But anyway, yeah, so this is from 1998. This is when Steve Jobs went on Macworld and announced the iMac G3. And this is the computer that saved Apple from going to bankruptcy. And
Yes.
and had this thing not come out, who knows what would have been had they not had Apple had not released it. I mean, who knows what would have happened? Because otherwise we wouldn't like talk about it.
We want to talk about it at all.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay, well, I am still alive, so it's telling me I'm still alive, so
Yeah, you're still alive.
I just like want to make sure, because I don't know what the heck happened, and it's so I do apologize, guys. Hopefully that that the stream is still continuing, and everything, because you never know again when things are gonna happen, because you know how technology is. They don't want to like cooperate in a way. So
Yeah.
so you have to live with it, and you have to put up with it and all the nonsense.
Yeah, I see what that's going. Wait, what was that?
I don't know. But anyway, there's the picture.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
it looks really nice.
That was
And
nice.
this was the Mac that the school that I went to had. It had a really nice keyboard and a mouse that everybody didn't like. That was the only thing that people didn't like about the G3, was that hockey puck mouse.
Wow.
Because it certainly didn't score, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We did not.
This is too much, I know.
And then Apple fixed it, and made it better.
Maybe better. So that's going. Anyway.
And I'm just typing stuff in the chat.
Cool. Yeah.
So I blame Restream. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Like I said, StreamYard would probably done it too, but like I said, I mean, well, again, I don't have the well, I can't find my microphone because I do have a microphone. I just gotta find it. I don't know where it is because my room's a bit a mess. So I digress why it's a mess, but it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this is again the iMac, and my battery's running low on my iPad 11, so now I gotta juice it up. Because I've been using the iPad earlier. Ooh, that was not good. To play a game with. So I gotta give it some juice before it chokes and dies and all this other nonsense.
So that's going.
Alright. Let me plug it in. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Alright, so now it's charging. But anyway. Okay, yeah. So I'm still streaming. But anyway, yeah. So the iMac G3. So the games that I played on this thing, the 1996 board game of Scrabble, by Hasbro Interactive. It was a 1996 version, not the new one, but the one from 1996. Which was also playable on other operating systems. It was playable on Windows 3.1, I believe, in '95, which came out like I said, the games from '96. And it was also playable on a Mac as well. So I was able to play Scrabble on this Mac, and yeah, I mean it was pretty cool. The Scrabble game from '96. It was 3D graphics and on the disc it had MIDI music that you could listen to, and it had some of the most exciting and music and whatnot, like the Starlight, which is beautiful, and that canon music. Oh my god, that is so incredible.
Wow.
I forgot the name of it. I think it is canon, and it's in the MIDI format, and that is the most beautiful thing I can ever hear in a MIDI format, which is in the disc as well. And but yeah, it didn't really have a soundtrack like you would find on Bargo, because Bargo had the soundtrack, which is one of my favorite soundtracks for a PC board game. But that game's not playable on the Mac, so I don't know why I'm even saying Bargo, but Bargo did have video game soundtrack.
Yes,
But
Bobby
yeah,
was great. Yeah.
Scrabble.
Scrabble,
I played Scrabble on the iMac. On this device. And I also played the Jumpstart kindergarten game. I know, Luke, but I did play it. And my favorite thing about the game, because it was also on PC too, is that one where you gotta match the color blocks and whatnot, and you wants the mouse who wants cheese and whatnot. That was like my favorite mode, and as you progress through each of the levels, you get to a new level, then it kind of speeds up the gameplay. Um, But yeah, it had that thing that was falling down, and you had to like match the whole thing and to the color, and it was pretty fun. And yeah, this was the Jumpstart Kindergarten, which was like 93 or 94, and this was on the Mac, and I played it on the Mac first before I even played it on the PC. Um, and I want to say Math Blaster, but I don't remember seeing Math Blaster on a Mac. Maybe I do, but I don't remember that much. All I know is that it was on Windows, and it was the most famously popular math game that was educational at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so that was pretty unique in a way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I want to say Map Blaster, but I'm not really positive because like I said, all these educational games that we loved back in the day, they're now gone, and whatnot, and all we have today is like ABC Mouse and adapted math and the stuff that you need to pay subscriptions on your iPad and this and that. But back then, there was a lot of cool educational software that was fun, and it wasn't boring and it wasn't want to pull our hair and all the other nonsense. But yeah, I mean, those are the games that I played on the iMac, and I think it ran like macOS 8.5 or 9. It was a classic macOS. It wasn't macOS X and whatnot. It was an old school like macOS 8.5 or something macOS 9. When this thing came out in 1998, and like I said, there was a lot of revisions for it, and yeah, it was the one with the slot loading drive, and I gotta say, it is the coolest looking computer you will ever find, I think. And maybe one day I will probably have that, and just to experience what it's like to witness the greatness of iMac and this thing that saved Apple from its demise.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, but that's pretty much that. So yeah, it's a nice looking computer. And like I said, I remember this at a elementary school. I won't mention the name of the school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember using this. The mouse was kind of strange. But the keyboard, it was a nice keyboard. It had a nice type, just like the keyboard I have in the room, which is a Royal Kludge, and it has that mechanical keys, and it also had the USB hub too, like the old Apple keyboard, which had two USB ports on it that you could plug in the mouse, and I think that was a really nice feature, and Apple did it first.
Wow.
That you could plug the keyboard into the iMac, and then the second USB port on either side. You can plug in a mouse, and then you wouldn't have to use up a lot of the USB ports on the iMac, because the iMac only had like two USB ports, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
Yeah.
it was really cool. So Apple having the USB hub and built into the Apple keyboard. Yeah, the Apple keyboard's really nice. It's nice to type on. And in fact, I even have one that goes to my iPad 11, and Apple, they make really nice accessories. But I really wish they can fix like the Magic Mouse, and that way we don't have to plug in the USB-C on the bottom, and then you can't use the thing when it's charging. It's a stupid design choice, but hopefully we'll see one that you don't have to plug it into the you know I don't know, it makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, there you guys go. The iMac. Let me get rid of this picture here. But yeah, that's the iMac G3. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, we're still live. We're still live.
Oh,
Good.
cool. Yes.
and that's not me.
That's good.
That's not me with that noise. Because like I said, I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to move so much.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, I mean, yeah, YouTube's still picking up the live stream, so I'm good in that respect.
He's
Yeah.
good.
But like I said, it's we stream, and whatnot, and it's choking.
For no reason.
Yeah, I know. So, anyway, now we got that out of the way, and like I said, I will be monitoring the stream. That way, I won't have this meltdown and this issue and all that other crap. Um, yeah. So the iMac G3 was sold from 1998 until 2003. And this is when Steve Jobs came back from Apple.
Wow.
Because like I said, 1990 and whatnot, from 90 to 96, Apple was in serious trouble.
Wow.
Yeah.
And 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 they either had to do something or be vanished from the wayside. It kind of examples of me and Where One at the time when I said, well, hey, you either gonna do this or I'm leaving Where One, and Where One will vanish.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like the same fate with me. It's like you either gonna do this that I
Yeah.
tell you guys to do, switch from Movie Maker to PowerPoint, or I'm out.
Oh, yes.
And what
It's
do they
probably
do? They listened to me, and I stayed.
wow.
Yeah.
Because
You
like I said,
know,
I wasn't the CEO or the president at the time. I had to work my way up to where I am today.
Yes,
exactly.
indeed.
Go ahead.
It's
What were you saying?
it's probably the same happened to me. It's for the 2010s to the 2020s. I was struggling at the time back in 2011 of July until 2024. I was and when I finished up the struggles, and I was in deep, 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 difficult times, And I was and I was getting the deadlines done and getting my things straight, but and it was some of the projects are unfinished, and I want to get those done, and all of a sudden I got some of them done, not all of them, but it just seems what happens. I gotta get some of the projects finished. So what I do is just get it all straight up. As a founder and CEO of LJP's BM Such Corp, I can do them all in one day. Plain simple.
Right.
Just like that. So it's from over 19 years now. But anyway. So topic one for another time. But anyway.
I'm just making sure that I am live.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Yeah, because I just want to make sure, because I am live.
You are live, but so your purpose
Well,
about
I'm just double checking because like I said, it's just internet's not really the greatest, and
I saw like
but we're gonna manage.
we are gonna not. Yes. If I see like difficulties from your end, I am walking
I know
out.
like I said, this whole thing, it's out of my hands basically. Just like the Take Pit Live stream that we did on Easter, it was out
But
of my hands because
yeah,
I didn't use the web browser like Chrome instead of using that, but I used the one to interact with on the OBS. So maybe that's why that I'm gonna probably use the web browser because the web
Oh,
browser
yeah.
won't mess up with the stream. So But like I said, I'll probably have to like reset the router because you know how routers are. They can either really do really well, and then all of a sudden it just wants to like you know cough and all the other nonsense. And okay, well, it like I said, still doing good on the YouTube. So
Good.
I'm still live streaming this sucker, and I'm gonna end it when I say I want to end it. All right, and to everybody, so I'm gonna end it when I want to end it. So for all of you
Good.
people out there you go. I'm gonna do things my way, not what anybody else does. So okay,
What's going
so
on?
I don't
Sorry.
know. It's coming from
Sorry.
Chris's end.
Sorry about that. That's my phone.
Oh,
My phone was being. Let's get rid of
okay.
this. There we go.
Everything's good. So, but I am gonna watch it
Yep.
very
Glad you're
closely
doing good though. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully this
because
will stay.
I'm not messing around here.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
me,
All
right?
right. Well, like I said, the stream must go on. So,
Yes,
Oh, thank
indeed.
God.
okay.
Yeah,
So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be watching this very closely here.
you got
Just
it.
making sure that it doesn't do that crap. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. And so let's do it here. And yeah, I know I gotta take out the. Well, like I said, I took most of the trash out. I mean, and it's dark outside, so I'm not gonna go out in the dark. And it's
Yeah.
probably waning by the time that the stream's over.
Oh
But
my.
I did take some. I did take most of it out.
Yeah.
And I know she wants me to do that, and
Gotcha.
well, she's gonna have to wait until I get done with the streaming, because
Yes.
cause like I said, had I not done that earlier, I probably would have postponed the stream to next Sunday, and I really wanted to do it tonight.
Yeah, you really want to do it tonight. Yeah. And I'm just like, because I was looking at something on Facebook,
Uh huh.
to make more sense. I'll send it to you in the private chat, but it was so adorable.
Yeah.
Okay. So Apple is a American multinational technology company headquartered in Cupertino, California, in Silicon Valley, best known for its consumer electronics. Slow down. Consumer electronics, software, and online services. Founded in 1976 as Apple Computer Company by Steve Jobs, the late great Steve Jobs, I should say, Steve Wozniak, and I know I'm butchering the name. Sorry about that. And
Yeah.
Ronald Wayne. The company was incorporated by the two as Apple Computer Incorporated. The following year, it was renamed to its current name in 2007, which is Apple Inc. that we talked about. It expanded its focus from computers to consumer electronics. And of course, Apple is one of the big tech companies.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
And the company was founded in 1976 to market the Apple One personal computer. Its successor, the Apple II, became one of the first successful mass-produced microcomputers. Apple introduced the Lisa in 1983, and then the Macintosh that we all know and love today, which was in 1984.
Oh my.
And some of the first computers to use GUI or GUI,
Yeah.
graphical user interface, and a mouse. By 1985, internal conflicts led to Jobs leaving the company to form Next, and withdrawing to other ventures.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, John
Come on.
Scully was CEO for over a decade. He's the guy from Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola, I should say. I think he was the CEO of Pepsi Cola, and then he came to Apple, and for over a decade in the 1990s, Apple lost considerable market share in the PC industry to the low-priced Wintel of Intel-powered PC clones running Windows, and neared bankruptcy by 1997. To overhaul its market share, Apple acquired Next, bringing jobs back to the company. Under his leadership, Apple returned to profitability, including the iMac, which I talked about, the iPod that I talked about, the iPhone, the iPad devices, creating the iTunes Store, launching the Think Different advertising campaign, and opening the Apple Store retail chain. Jobs resigned in 2011 for health reasons and died the same year. He was succeeded by the current CEO of Apple, Tim Cook.
Uh-huh. But
Apple's
now,
product lineup includes portable and home hardware like the iPhone, the iPad, the Mac, the Apple Watch that Luke has, and AirPods. Several in-house operating systems such as iOS, iPadOS, and macOS, and various software. Services including Apple Pay and iCloud, as well as multimedia streaming services like Apple Music and Apple TV. Since 2011, Apple has, for the most part, been the world's largest company by market capitalization, and as of 2024, it is the largest manufacturing company by revenue, the
excuse
fourth
me.
largest PC vendor, the largest vendor of tablet computers. Yes, because I have an iPad.
Uh-huh.
Um, and the largest vendor of mobile phones, which Apple did in 2007 in that legendary keynote where he announced the iPhone for the very first time, and the whole audience was just they were just glued and like, oh boy, and it was a loud pop if I ever heard a loud pop
Wow.
from them, and I remember that too back in the day. And I was at the apartment, and living the good life, I guess, and all that other stuff. But yeah, so Apple became the first publicly traded U.S. company to be valued at over $1 trillion, I should say, in
Wow.
2018, and as of October 2025, it's valued at $4 trillion. Now, Apple may have done some good things and everything, but they have received some criticism over the years and all the other nonsense. I know it's just it's like when Luke does the face palm, and it's like, what were you thinking, Apple? God,
Exactly. Why?
yeah, it's just like, why, Apple? Why? Why you gotta
Exactly.
do this to me?
Why are you gonna do
You
it?
know,
Exactly.
that just didn't make a lot of sense. I know.
I know.
Um, but yeah, regarding the contractors' labor conditions, its relationship with trade unions, its environmental practices, its corporate ethics, including anti-competitive tactics, material sourcing, and acquisitions of smaller businesses. Nevertheless, the company has a large following and enjoys a high level of customer loyalty.
What?
And Apple has consistently been linked as one of the world's most valuable brands since the late 2000s. Now, again, we're not going to go through the entire thing because we simply don't have time for that.
No, we're
Uh,
not.
Otherwise, we'd be here for like 5 hours, and then we don't want to do that.
Exactly.
But what I will show you, though, however, is this is Will. This is where, well, maybe we should not give out the thingamajig, but anyway, that's the house. That's the garage that where Apple was first formed. And it was at a garage in 1976. That's all I can tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. So Apple, like I said, was founded on April Fool's 1976,
Yeah, I hear you.
and as a partnership. The first product of them was the Apple One, and which was designed and hand built to finance his creation. Jobs sold his Volkswagen bus,
Yeah.
and he sold his HP 65 calculator.
Mm-hmm.
Neither received the full selling price, but together they earned $1,300. So that's $7,400 in 2025 money. Debuted the first prototype Apple One at the Homebrew Computer Club in 1976, which is in July. How am I doing? No, not that good. All right. The Apple One was sold as a motherboard with CPU, RAM, and basic touchable video chips. A base kit concept which was not yet marketed as a complete personal computer, and yeah, we won't talk about that place. But anyway, it's the worship of the devil. Yeah. I won't say it. Anyway, yeah. So Apple Computer Inc. was incorporated in Cupertino, which they're still there, still to this day, in Cupertino, California. So that's where the magic really happens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so before they like made into the whole thingamajig of Apple and what it is today, we have to go over and talk about this certain thing. And I was telling Chris
Yes.
about this earlier in our phone conversation.
Yeah.
And let me find it here. No, not the TV stuff, not the shows, not the film,
Yes.
not the song.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about this, which now, yes, I
I
know this
love
is
this. Yes.
well, this is kind of within the whole Apple thing because otherwise,
Absolutely.
yeah, I probably would have not mentioned it had we not talked about this classic game that was a arcade hit for the Atari, and so I had to add this into it because
Yes.
because this kind of played the whole big thing for Apple when it first got
Absolutely.
founded into. But anyway, yeah. So Breakout is a 1976 video game developed
Awesome. I
and
think I have
published
the
by
original for
Atari.
Atari 2600.
Yeah.
Yes.
I won't mention it until
And for arcades in Japan, it was released by Namco, and it was designed by Nolan Bushnell, obviously the father of video games.
Nolan Bushnell, the legend. Yep.
And of course Steve Jobs worked at Atari along with Steve Wozniak.
Wozniak. Yep. Steve
Yeah.
Wozniak, the legend. Who and he
So
had the legendary high score on your favorite game, Tetris. Steve Wozniak.
yeah. So before there was Apple, these two would work for Apple.
Oh yes.
Or work with Atari rather.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they were Atari employees, and then they only made one game for them, and then with that money that they made, they would later use that money to form the biggest computer company out there. So in the game, 8 rows of bricks line the top portion of the screen. And the player's goal is to destroy the Brits by bouncing a ball off of a paddle. The concept was predated by Wamtat's Clean Sweep in 1974, but the game designers were influenced by Pong, which was the first one in 1972, and it was a huge hit. The first huge hit, I should say.
Yes.
The arcade version of Breakout uses a monochrome display and underneath a translucent colored overlay. The game was a
Cool.
worldwide commercial success, and it was among the top 5 highest-scoring arcade games of 1976 in the U.S. and Japan.
Yes.
Among the top 3 in both countries for 1977, and there was obviously a port of the game that came out on the legendary Atari 2600 with color graphics,
Yes.
and of course the sequel, which is Super Breakout, which
Remember
introduced
that one
multiple
too? Yep.
bouncing balls. So the two Steves went on to found Apple. So there you go. I had to
Yeah,
include this
absolutely.
in the Apple 50th anniversary stream because yes, it actually did happen, and it even says so right here on the Wikipedia. Even
Yeah,
Wikipedia is not lying to you.
exactly.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
So that's why I had to add this to the stream. And hopefully, Lou, you approve that because, like I said,
I
the
prove
two
that because
Steves,
I mentioned it in my documentary too, as well.
because he was the
Steve
programmer.
that founded the whole products pay, and good thing that 6 people approved what I said earlier. That the stream had 6 likes. That's good news for us,
Yeah, but yeah, so he's a designer and programmer.
Yes.
Except for the
Okay.
2600, because Brad Stewart was the programmer for that version. But the arcade version, he designed it and programmed it.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
before there was Apple, there was this game by Atari by the two Steves, and especially the one who
Yes.
was a awesome programmer.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I just had to mention Breakout because that was part of why we have Apple today, the
Wait.
Apple Incorporated. Do what?
Playground clone.
Oh yeah.
Go back.
You mean this?
Breakout clone.
Oh, the Breakout clone.
Yeah.
Oh, um, where the heck? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Breakout has spawned of clones. 10 years later, the concept found new legs with Tato's 1986 game Arkanoid,
Oh, I see what's going.
which we all know that game because
Yeah.
I had the NES Arkanoid,
Hmm.
and I
Yeah.
know Namco did one in like 78 or 79. I think it
Arkanoid.
was
Yeah.
like Japless or something or something from Namco. It was kind of like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. Sorry to be off topic here, but
Well,
yeah.
no, it's fine. Well, yeah. I mean, when Breakout came out, there was slew of clones.
Yeah.
Like Tato with Arkanoid, um, Konami with Crackout, which was only in Europe and Japan, and then there was Thunder and Lightning by Wamstall. Um, yeah, there's a whole bunch of Breakout clones.
Yeah. That's where that's going. Okay.
Well, I mean, Luke, it's understandable that you saw the Breakout clone, which is
Mhm.
right here.
Yeah. I see
Yeah,
where
video
that's.
game with gameplay similar to the original Breakout.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, so it's under like Legacy. Okay, yeah, so
oh,
it was under Legacy.
I see where that's going.
Yeah, it's fine, Luke.
Mm. It's Thank you for what I was trying to point out. But anyway,
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of breakout clones. Even that game on Windows 95 that I liked so much.
Mhm.
And I actually did a stream of it, and there's a replay version of it too. But yeah, that game on Windows PC that I remember the most. But anyway, so we talked about the whole thing. Again, we're not gonna get into the whole thing because we could be here talking about it nonstop, but we don't.
like I was reading.
But we don't have the time for that.
No, we have time for this because I read the whole thing, but we're
Yeah,
not
if
gonna.
you Yeah, and if you guys want to see the whole thing, check Lute's documentary and whatnot, because you guys can probably will enjoy it, but
Gotcha.
because I talk a lot of the stuff and whatnot. So, but yeah, so 1980 to 1990, the success with Macintosh. And anyway, this is the Apple II,
Mhm.
which we all know, Apple II, which was a huge success for Apple, and this kicked butt in the '80s.
Yeah, it was. Mhm.
And the killer app, which was the first ever killer app, is VisiCalc. That was released in 1979, and that was a revolutionary at the time. A spreadsheet where you could do your finances and everything, and
Uh-huh.
everybody wanted this, and that's why Apple II is such a must buy back then in the '80s. For Office.
Yeah.
Just like what we have today. With the iWorks software on the Mac, and obviously Microsoft Office and 365 and all that.
Yeah.
Um,
Excuse me, I interrupted. Anyway,
but yeah, so
at the same time. But anyway.
VisiCalc. But Apple II market share remained behind home computers made by competitors such as Atari, Commodore 64, and yes, this
Tandy.
company that my mother worked for 20 years until
Yes.
1996.
I remember.
And they
Yeah.
made computers,
Oh yeah.
which is Tandy Corporation, which was out of Fort Worth,
It's
Texas, where I
Andy.
was
Yeah.
born.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, this is not about Tandy. This is about Apple, because Tandy doesn't exist anymore, and neither
Oh
does
wow.
Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
Riff is still
Yeah.
around now, even though they still revive and like say a couple years back, to be honest.
yeah.
But anyway,
So, in November and December 1979, Steve Jobs and Apple employees, including Jeff Waskin, visited Xerox Park, where they observed the Alto, featuring a GUI or graphical user interface, and a mouse. And Steve and Jobs have negotiated with Xerox in advance to gain access to the technology in exchange for the right to purchase for $1 million worth of Apple pre-IPO shares. This visit influenced Jobs to implement a GUI in Apple's products, starting with the Apple Lisa in 1983, though he was
yeah,
forced out of the Lisa project during the early development.
Yeah.
Despite being pioneering as a mass-marketed GUI computer, the Lisa suffered from high cost and limited software options, leading to a commercial flop.
wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
Following his removal from the Lisa team, Jobs joined the company's Macintosh division in 1981. The Macintosh has been envisioned by Jeff as a low-cost portable computer, and oh, that's sad. Had helped with its development until a plane crash in early 1981, which forced him to step back from the project. Oh, that sucks. I didn't know
Ah,
that.
jeez.
I
I
know.
did not know that. Holy crap. That's
Yeah, it
sad.
was difficult. I know. Yeah, I was just trying to write for that, but it was just sad. No.
Wozniak's absence allowed Jobs to take over the project, and he redefined the Macintosh as a mouse-driven GUI machine similar to the Lisa. So of course, 1984, Apple launched the Macintosh, and it was the first personal computer without a bundled programming language. And its debut was signified by 1984, the famous commercial or the Super Bowl ad that it ran in 1984. I know you talked about it a little in that documentary you did.
Yeah, which, by the way, if you check my documentary earlier, the introduction had the documentary of 1984, the whole documentary 1984 famous commercial seen here, and had the opening credits. So go check out the documentary itself.
Exactly. A U.S. $1.5 million television advertisement directed by Ridley Scott that aired during the third quarter of Super Bowl, which is what?
It's 18.
Well, it's Roman numerals.
18 remix.
Yeah, 18. Okay. Well, yeah, because they use Roman numerals. Well, thank you, Luke. This was hailed as a watershed event for Apple's success and was called a masterpiece by CNN, one of the greatest TV advertisements of all time by TV Guide. Yeah, so we all remember the 1984. We all remember that.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, so obviously the Macintosh was born in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The first successful mass market personal computer that had a GUI and a mouse.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Again, I won't get into the whole details because, again, I simply don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, projected price point of $1,000,
Oh my.
which is $3,100 in 2025, money. The
Yes,
mat shipped for
indeed.
$2,495, which is $7,700 in 2025, which is crazy expensive. A price panned by critics due to its slow performance. In 1985, the sales slump triggered a power struggle between Steve Jobs and John Scully, who had been hired away from Pepsi 2 years earlier, by saying, "Do you want to sell sugar water for the rest of your life, or come with me and change the world?"
Oh, geez.
And
You know, I
then the controversial thing is Scully removed Jobs as the head of Macintosh division with unanimous support from the Apple board of directors. So not a lot of people kind of like the whole the Macintosh thing, and Macintosh didn't do
Yeah.
well at first, even though it was successful.
Uh-huh.
And then Jobs resigned from Apple in 1985,
Oh wow.
which was 40 years ago. Still can't believe that.
4 years ago, past September.
Yeah, and Wozniak also quit his active employment at Apple in 1985 to pursue other ventures, expressing his frustration with
Yep.
Apple's treatment of the Apple II division. So even that Steve left because of his frustrations. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't blame him.
I would blame Steve Wozniak, Norris, and Steve Jobs for that matter.
Exactly.
So without Steve Jobs, they launched the Macintosh 512K, and it introduced the laser writer, the PostScript laser printer, PageMaker, desktop publishing application by Aldous Soft Corporation. It's been suggested that the combination of Macintosh, laser writer, and PageMaker was responsible for the desktop publishing that we have today. Yeah, which is really nice. Although I don't usually print. I don't print as much as I used to, but I don't.
Yeah, as a kid, I used to print, but I rather scan printing nowadays, to be honest.
And here's the what is this? Oh crap! The Macintosh LC2 Logcast? No,
Oh
just kidding.
my.
No, that's not right.
Yeah. But anyway, LC2, and that's what it looks like.
Wow.
Okay, well I'm still streaming, so that's good.
Gotcha.
So
Oh,
anyway,
cool.
so the Apple LC.
Mhm.
No, it's not Logcast.
No, it's not Locast.
Yeah.
I know,
No.
just making a joke. The Macintosh 2 SI all generated significant sales due to a pent-up demand. In 1991, Apple introduced the PowerBook, a commercially successful laptop whose clamshell design influenced later notebook computers. The same year, Apple introduced System 7, a major upgrade to the operating system, adding color to the interface and introducing new network capabilities. The success of the lower cost Macs and the PowerBook brought increasing revenue for some time. Apple was
Mhm.
doing very well, and including introducing fresh new products
Yeah.
and increasing profits. The magazine Mac
Mhm.
Addict
Yeah.
named the period between 1989 and 1991 the first golden age of Macintosh.
Oh
Oh.
yes.
And there's the Penlight, which is Apple's first tablet computer.
Yeah.
To bring to Mac OS to a tablet, but it was canceled in favor of this thing, which is the Apple Newton.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my.
Yeah, which was back in
Wow.
1993.
Oh yes.
So sadly, in 1993, the Apple II series was discontinued. It was
Wow.
expensive to produce, and the company decided it was still absorbing sales from low-cost Mac computers and models and whatnot. After the launch of the LC, Apple encouraged developers to create applications for the Mac rather than the Apple II. And its authorized salesperson to redirect consumers from Apple II and then towards the Macintosh. The Apple IIe was discontinued in 1993. So Apple experimented with several other unsuccessful consumer targeted products during the 1990s, including quick take digital cameras, power CD, portable CD audio players. I didn't know they made CD player. Holy crap.
Wow.
The speakers, and obviously the video game console, the Pippin, which was in collaboration with Bandai or Bondi.
Bandai. Anyway.
Yeah. It would have been neat if Apple would do a game console. I mean, but like I said, with you got the 3-bit players, so who knows what Apple would have
Who knows
done.
what happens?
Um, yeah. The Newton tablet division. It was later criticized for high costs and limited commercial success. Uh, so there you go. So that was the whole thing, and of course, Apple. Let's see. Relied on high profit margins and never developed a clear response. They sued not Apple, but Microsoft for making a GUI similar to the Lisa in the Apple Computer versus Microsoft Corporation that happened, which was what 1994,
Or yeah.
and the lawsuit dragged on for years and was finally dismissed. The major product flops and the rapid loss of market share to Windows sold Apple's reputation, and Scully was replaced as CEO. But like I said, 1990s was really a drag and everything.
Decade. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, things were not looking good at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, so there you go. And of course, obviously, yeah, so with Apple only weeks away from bankruptcy, the board preferred next step and purchased Next in late '96 and bringing back Steve Jobs. So for $400 million.
Yeah, good.
And then obviously in 1997, yeah, it was finalized, and now, you know, that's pretty much the whole thing. Like I said, I can go on and talk about this, but like I said, I'm not going to be able to do it. But I will say the one I do remember though in
Right.
1997,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
I remember this so well that people were booing Steve Jobs. They were booing him loudly as ever
Oh,
before. And this was
Oh,
in August
my
of
God.
1997.
oh wow.
Steve Jobs convinced Microsoft to make a $150 million investment in Apple and committed to continuing developing the software for the Mac. And this was seen
Yeah.
as a antitrust insurance policy for Microsoft, who settled with the Department of Justice over anti-competitive practices, which I remember that too.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I remember that, and they booed the heck out of him,
Oh
and it
my.
was so loud, and it was just like, what were you
Yeah.
thinking, Apple?
What are
What are
you,
you
what
doing?
Exactly.
Well, and
are
well, the good thing about this whole thing is that for Microsoft to continue to make, a legendary piece of software that I use all the time, which
Yes.
is Microsoft Office,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and they've been putting Microsoft Office ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, I want to say like, I don't know, in the '80s and whatnot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yeah, so I can remember that, and a lot of people, yeah, they were not happy about it,
And
and
on.
Exactly.
and the whole audience was just like booing, and they were like, "No, Apple, no, don't do this."
Oh why.
Oh,
But they
geez.
had to, because
Yes.
it was a sink or swim for Apple at that time. It was either
Exactly.
do this or because how are you going to save the company if you can't do that?
Yeah.
You know. Well, he had to do it. He had to make that right decision
Yeah.
because
Yes.
otherwise, Apple, we wouldn't be here talking about Apple now, would we?
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So, and this is what it was back then: the iMac, the iBook, the Power Mac G3, and the PowerBook G3, and this was all in 1998.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so, and I talk about this too: the iMac with the big butt. Um,
There we go.
which
Mm.
I don't think it is. It's just a kind of like how your old CRT TVs would look like back in the day, and it would too heavy to carry, and it would hurt your back. Here's the iBook, which a lot of people loved, having an iBook
Mhm.
with a Mac operating system. This was a really cool thing.
Cool part. Huge part. Anyway.
That was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
The Power Mac G3 Yosemite, and yeah, okay. The PowerBook G3, which, I mean, what the heck, Apple? This is old school. Okay, so here's the thing. Instead of this awesome, cool looking thing, which is so nice, to like, really, dude? Am I
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh yes. I look at that. Wow.
So, but anyway, guys, that's pretty much everything of Apple. And like I said,
Exactly. Yeah.
you can check out the entire documentary of it on Luke's video that you can watch on his channel, and it'll be a description below to watch it. Because I feel
Exactly.
like that this stream tonight's been going on way too long. But like I said, I wanted to do this right for the 50th anniversary of Apple. And so I just want to say that, yeah, happy 50th to Apple, and continue to wow us Well, hopefully for 50 more years.
54 years, folks.
I mean,
Get
we'll
ready.
see what happens.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, folks, that's just the nitty gritty of the whole Apple thing. Because like I said, iMac, and then you got like the iPod in 2001, which revolutionized music players.
Oh yeah.
And then you have like the iPhone in 2007, which was pretty awesome back then.
Yeah.
And on that big event that they had in January, which a lot of people still remember and still to this day, and they can't. They're just so happy about. I'm gonna stop it right here.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, they, and then of course 2010 with the iPad, which is going on 16 now, which is unbelievable. And now we have like the Apple Watch, and the giant iPad Pro, which Luke has, and of course the Apple Music, Apple's first foray in the music streaming service, and where it is today. With the MacBooks and a bunch of other stuff, and yeah, so that's pretty much Apple in a nutshell for tonight. And yeah, so there you go on that.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Oh yeah.
All right, so before we end the stream tonight, I wanna go over this, and that is what Apple product we are using currently. And well, I can tell you, for me, I'm using the iPad 11 that I'm using right now to
Oh,
do the
cool.
stream with, and so
Awesome.
I'm using that right now to do the stream tonight, because I've been using it earlier to play a game, and using my DualSense, which it does work with Apple products,
Very cool.
and all that stuff.
Yes.
And I know that you, Luke, you're using a Mac Mini M4.
M4, yep. 256 gigabytes as of right now for Mac Mini size, yep. And it's not that much. It's too small for gigabyte limit for or terabyte limit for a Mac Mini. That's why I let Mom know about it. Just let her know. She's watching it. But anyway.
And yeah, and then Chris he has
Yes,
like
I have
an
the
iPhone
11.
and an
Yeah.
iPad.
iPad 11 M2, like you have, Remix. Am I correct?
Yeah.
We got the same one. Yes, that's awesome.
Yep,
Yeah, I
the
remember
iPad
that.
A16.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah, I got it
Which
like a
is
year and a half
yellow.
ago. Yep, I got it.
Donkey
I
Kong
think
Banana Yellow.
Yep, I think I got a silver one though. However,
And that blue is pretty. That blue one is really nice. And
yes,
that
blue
pink
one's
for
good.
all the ladies out there. Wow.
I would like
That pink
pink, and
is
I'm not a
gorgeous.
lady, and I like pink just as much as a lady would. But I guess decided
That
to
would
go
melt
with
your
the
heart
silver.
with that pink.
Melt my heart as well for the hot ladies.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Hot lady.
I don't
I don't think Anna has a pink. I think she has a blue. I don't know.
I don't know,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Exactly.
No idea. I have no idea. But yeah, I wouldn't mind going with pink myself as a guy, but I went with silver.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, but
You know what I mean,
anyway,
Remix?
yeah.
Go ahead. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, but yeah. So that's pretty much everything in a nutshell for tonight.
Yeah,
For
it was
the
an awesome
50th
show.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff that we talked about. Made jokes along the way. Luke can't stop laughing at the one that I said. Hopefully hopefully YouTube got it all captured and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because of this whole shenanigans.
Absolutely.
the and Luke laughing his butt off and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Uh, but anyway,
I think the good news is
um,
all captured up. That's probably the good news.
yeah,
Yeah.
Every 2 hours plus. So that's good news for everything.
yeah.
Everything.
Well, like I said, we're gonna be ending the stream for tonight, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in tonight for Apple's 50th anniversary. I know we didn't get into the whole enchilada, but like I said, all that's on Luke's documentary that you can watch and
Yes.
whatnot, because, but yeah, so again, happy 50th anniversary to Apple
Woohoo! Yes, happy
and
50th.
d-
To Apple.
giving us these great products over the years. And me using an iMac at school. I'll never forget that day when I
Oh,
used
cool.
the iMac G3, which was a pretty Mac. I think it was like a aqua blue that they had at that school, and just using it was really cool. And I wouldn't had a Mac computer until 2015 with the Mac Mini with the Intel,
Yeah.
The same year I met you.
which was
Remix.
2015.
Yep.
And then in 2024, I think, with the Mac Mini that I have with the M2.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
I wouldn't
wow.
have a Mac in my own home until 2015.
Yeah.
Yes.
That came with an Intel i5, and
Yeah.
and obviously the other one I have, which is a an M2 Mac Mini, which kind of blows away Intel day and night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with video editing and using DaVinci Resolve, which is better on an Apple than it is on Windows. I hate to say it, but everything else on Windows, especially with business stuff. But anyway,
Oh,
Uh-huh.
um, and just some of the things you can do on, and like I said too, PowerPoint was I think it was first on the Macintosh before it ever came on Windows PC in like 1990, and it was part of the suite of
Okay.
Microsoft Office. So, yeah, I believe PowerPoint got its start on the Macintosh, and it was a
yeah.
really, I tell
Excuse
you, PowerPoint is
You're
a
right.
really impressive program, and I use it all the time, and I use it still to this day.
Uh-huh.
With We're One, and it's making us a huge success, and
Uh-huh.
and if it wasn't for PowerPoint, then yeah, I mean, We're One would not exist without PowerPoint. But yeah,
Oh,
so
yes.
So PowerPoint, I believe, got started on Macintosh, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then it was introduced in Windows 3, and it made its way to Windows for the first time with
Uh-huh.
version 3.0, and that's when Office became the gold standard. And I still use, and whatnot, because I used it on the Mac, PowerPoint.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then where one moved over to Windows, and I know that it kind of made a lot of people unhappy, but we had to, because I think that PowerPoint is way better on Windows than it is on the Mac. But I'm not saying that the Mac version is terrible by any means. It's just that there's a lot of things that you get on Windows, and it's just
Exactly.
awesome. But anyway, I can talk about
Oh,
that
yeah.
too. But yeah, I mean, you can do all that in iWork as well. You got Keynote, for creating the presentations. You got numbers to number munch your finances, and obviously pages if you want to do a document or write a book in this case. You can do it
Yep.
all, and it's free and whatnot, and all the other stuff. So we use Apple products for everyday life, and I think that. And I
That's
think
it.
it works better with Apple product, at home,
Yeah.
basically. So, but yeah, there you go on that.
Yeah, I sound like a weird type of guy who's going to turn around and like, what the hell am I doing here? Anyway, excuse my language. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but, that's fine, Luke. So anyway, yeah. So we've been talking and whatnot. Hey, I'm getting a lot of thumbs up. So thank you guys for the thumbs up. And
Yes.
if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. And you want to be notified whenever I upload a new video or go live. Hit that notification bell icon so you won't miss a thing on BPT. And whatever else I'm gonna be doing next on the channel. So there you go on that. And I'm, like I said, been very happy to do the 50th anniversary of Apple. Just like I did last year with me and Chris with the 50th anniversary of Microsoft. So you guys can check that out as well. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun
Oh, yeah.
tonight and busting Luke's butt over the iMac big butt thing.
Yeah.
Which is not really a butt; it's just a giant thing on the back. So there you go on that.
What?
But anywho's, so there you go on that.
Yeah.
And want to say thanks to Christianity for joining us tonight, joining me tonight for the stream.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes.
And you can check out Christianity Plays His Hits on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. And why not? Listen to it on Apple Music if you want to listen to it on the iPad. And like I said, if you want to buy it on iTunes, do so. And heck, if you still have an old iPod laying around, put the entire album, listen to it on an old school iPad and iPod.
That'd be awesome if you did that.
iPod,
Yep.
not iPad. iPod.
And of
You see?
course, you can
I tell you,
find it.
I keep saying iPad.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah. And of course, you can find my songs at chrisretrokennedy.com, my website.
Okay, yeah, I forgot you can go over there too. I keep
Where
forgetting.
it says my music, it'll take you to the Amazon and the Apple Music links.
And yes, you can buy it
You
on
can buy
Amazon
it.
Music as well because I saw it on
Yes.
Amazon Music, so you can do that as well.
Definitely.
But obviously Apple iTunes, you know, for AAC,
Yes.
and they can listen to it on a old school iPod,
And you can even make your own,
especially on the
your own
50 gen
tapes with it.
iPod that I had. That'd be really cool listening to the Christianity Plays His Hits and playing it on an iPod.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Take it
Or
to
even the
gym, you do
iPod
aerobics
Touch.
with it.
Exactly.
Take your iPad Shuffle or iPod Nano or whatever,
Yeah.
and you do aerobics with it or jog with it. And I'm going to be creating more songs hopefully in the next year.
Point lock. Q1 5.3. Anyway.
Yeah, it's alright.
You know what I mean, Remix? I'm going to hopefully be putting them on my site, and they can play it on their Apple Shuffles or Nano iPods. You know what I mean? That'd be awesome, right?
Yeah.
You get that retro sound. I know they enjoy Walkman beat on that.
But anyway, there you go on that. So you can listen to Christianity Plays His Hits again on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. And there you go on that. Like I said, for all the Apple stuff that I didn't get to in tonight's stream, you can check it out on the LGPCBM YouTube channel where you can find Luke Jeffers at and all the other stuff. And again, he'll be seeing the Super Mario Galaxy movie and whatnot, and he'll be getting, witnessing what the sequel's gonna be. So no spoilers. If you give out any spoilers, you know what Luke's gonna do to you. He's gonna take that giant scissors and he's gonna do something, and it ain't gonna be pretty.
Yes,
And we're pretty, folks. Speaking of that, I'll get to that in a moment.
But anyway, want to thank Luke Jeffers for being on tonight and celebrating the 50th anniversary of Apple with us and sharing the stories and all first ever Apple products and the Apple stuff and the whole ecosystem, and all that cool stuff. So, but anyway, Luke, go ahead and let's wrap it up for tonight's stream because boy, am I exhausted.
Oh, yeah, exhausted as well. I know. The first thing is you're welcome. Second thing is, well, I got. If you're talking about Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yep, I got X news to share with you. Coming tomorrow, there will be a sneak peek previews episode about Super Mario Galaxy movie coming to make me see it in theaters tomorrow at the Polar Georgia theater room. I'm looking forward to see that in theaters tomorrow, so after work. So there won't be a lunchtime episode tomorrow, but there will be one on Saturday. Not Saturday. Wednesday or Thursday. So be looking out for these episodes. So I hope to see you on. Hope you get ready to prepare for Bedtime Stories episode after the stream is over. But I'm looking forward to it. So, but it is gonna be something pretty. So tomorrow after work, I'm going to movies to see Super Mario Galaxy movie in theaters. So heads up to a great start. Thirdly, I got exciting news to share with you, and that is something I really want to tell you. My second channel, not my second channel. My main channel is at it's currently at the main phase of 16,000 plus videos right now. As of right now, I'm almost at the point of reaching 16,100 plus videos, and it's currently right now. Let me check how many videos I got at the moment. So as of right now, it's at 16,057 videos. So we're getting the break point of 16,100 at the moment. So get your eyes peeled to reach the goal of 16,100 by the end of the week. You won't miss out to be about it. And finally, I was promising to get ready to get the Elgin Fries done by the end of the week. Unfortunately, the status, I have a personal family emergency to take care of. But I will promise you this. However, I did download some board joke, some stuff on my second channel with stuff VHS tape stuff from tonight for tomorrow. Be looking out for it. It's gonna be happening on rumble.com, so that's Crazy Bunch and stuff like that. And of course, Board Joke 62 is coming tomorrow after we go to the movies to see some more Galaxy movies. I misspoke. But it will be happening after tomorrow night, and on Kids Per Character. But after this one, I'm going to make a Boring Jokes episode on. Let's see if we get this out of the way. Hang on. Not this one. Nope. I kind of fly everywhere. Hang on. Ran out of time. I'll get to that in a moment. But Cool Cat versus Stray Dog, The Virus Wars. Now after this is over, the first Toy Story movie. So I'm looking forward to get these free board jokes out for you guys on rubber.com. So that's Crazy Bunch. Coming in the next 3 or 4 weeks. I'm not sure when, but probably the next 3 or 4 weeks. But I'm hoping. But anyways, that was for me. Suggest by Persuaded. Better remix one more time thing.
I think you lose. I'm gonna do this here. There we go. No.
Oh no!
Nope. Okay.
Yes.
All right, now it's my turn. No, just kidding. Anyway, no, I wouldn't do that to you. But anyway, that's gonna do it here for tonight's stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed the stream for tonight. I simply did. It was a lot of fun and exhausting at the same time. But this was a really great stream, and hopefully that the stream delivered, despite of the hiccups I have for tonight. But hopefully it went really well, and I know one thing when the stream is over, and I know what Luke will be dreaming after tonight's stream. He'll be thinking about that iMac G3 with a big butt.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But anyway, let that sink in for a few moments. And yeah, you can follow me. I'm all over the social media. So
Yeah.
like I said, all that be in the description below as well. So there you go on that. So we're gonna get on out of here, everybody. And thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. It's been a wild Sunday night, and hopefully I'll have another video or stream coming your way here on BPT YouTube channel. So I don't know what it's gonna be, but hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. So. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, for Christianity and Luke Jeffers, I am Remix Plum, and we're saying goodbye for now, and we'll catch you in the next stream, whenever that might be or whatever that might be. Like I said, stay tuned for another video coming. Remember, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell whenever a new video pops up, so that way you guys can see it. 'Cause it'll be really awesome. But anyway, guys, have a great night. And this will conclude tonight's Apple's 50th anniversary stream. Not 30th, but 50th on BPT. And we're going to end this with this audio clip. And then we say goodbye. All right? Anyway, guys, ciao for now. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next stream. Have a great Sunday night, and thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you for 16 years of BPT fun and goodness here on the channel. So thank you guys, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, take care. See you again.